Welcome to the Manly Banter. Everything you are about to hear is suggested for mature audiences. This isn't for everyone.
If you're easily offended or don't know if you're easily offended,
You're going to learn today.
this may not be for you. This is raw, unrated, unfiltered talk. For those who stay, enjoy.
Oh, it's time. This is Billy Bob on the banjo.
I'm Billy Bob.
And you're listening to Manly Banter with Bash and Banter. Manly Banter in the Bash and Banter in the go get down. Everybody want to get a little bit of something down now. I know that. Go get got.
Ha ha ha.
Watch how you might get shot. Come on, Whitney, Whitney, go on, getting on, little diddly.
Welcome back to the Manly Banter. I'm Bash.
And I'm Bader.
And today we're going to talk about some embarrassing moments between us, just bantering back and forth, you know, letting you guys know some embarrassing things that have happened in our lives or people around us that we've seen, and just, you know.
Yeah, letting you all know that we're human too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's
We all
not
take
all about
shits.
everybody.
Everyone
Yeah.
poops.
No,
Right?
no, man. Remember?
Oh, colostomy bags.
No. Kim Jong, he doesn't poop. You
No.
never saw that movie?
I've seen that.
I mean, to tell me he doesn't have no butthole?
No butthole.
Dude, no starfish.
Could you imagine having a squeaky clean butt crack at all times?
You know I can imagine it, but it's never going to happen for me.
It'll never happen.
You ever have one of those where you go to wipe, you know, and you think that everything's done, and then you kind of like get a different angle on the wipe?
Yeah.
Just as one of those, like, I'm one of those after I stop seeing the poo on the toilet paper, I wipe one more time to be safe.
Not
and then
me.
I kind of do it like a left to right swivel, and I'm like, oh, good thing I did that.
I just hope for the best.
See, that's why I don't get mud butt on the sheets.
You got me there.
Yeah. Oh, shit. All right, man. Do you want to start this
Yeah,
one?
I'll start one up.
All right.
Okay, so when I was little, I really, really hated wearing underwear. And I don't know why. I just hated, like, feeling constricted or whatever. It's not like I was slinging something big in, like, fucking 5th grade. It was just, you know, little Peter. Okay. So, it was like,
got one.
oh, dude, it was the first, it still got one. So I still got one. It's like a fucking
It's
hamster
all right.
dick. It's huge.
No one's expecting it.
No. So, it was the first day of 6th grade. I remember this like it was yesterday. It was kind of traumatizing. So my mom bought us new outfits and stuff for the first day of school. We got new haircuts, blah, blah, blah. We felt good. We were up all night because we were excited to start up school, meet new people, whatever. So, getting dressed, and of course, I wasn't going to wear underwear. My mom was telling me, put some underwear on. Nope. Acted like I was, but I didn't. So I ended up putting my jeans on, and I go to zip it up. Well,
No.
yeah, it got caught. Like right underneath the head, like right there. It was
The little
caught.
dangly.
Yeah,
I like
buddy.
to call that the little man clit.
Oh, man, that hurt so fucking bad. And my mom was there, and I couldn't move. I didn't want to move, and it was hurting, man. And she goes, my dad was at work, and she gets on the phone. She goes, "Oh my God, he got his wiener caught in his zipper. What do I do?" And he goes, "Well, nothing you can do. Just pull real hard and real fast."
Oh, God
And
damn, that hurts.
That's what
That's
ended
why
up
yours
happening.
has that fucking thing on there, huh?
I'll tell you. Forever scarred. I got the Frankenstein dick now. But no, man, it's
I've seen it many times.
but yeah, that was really bad and traumatic, and I've worn underwear ever since. Let's just say that.
Dude, you know, it's funny that you were mentioning a story when we were younger, because it kind of just popped one back into my head, too. It's nothing like yours. It's actually more publicly embarrassing. So I was in 5th grade. I moved up here with my mom to Wisconsin from Southern Illinois. So I didn't talk like everyone else, didn't dress like everyone else. And I'm telling you, it was my first week of school. And I had like a really bad, just runny nose the night before. So, like, I was sleeping in front of a heater, but I also sleep with the fan. So I put the fan behind the heater, right? And I was laying down, and all throughout the night, man, I was taking toilet paper below my nose, take toilet paper below my nose, and I'd set it right above the bed, right above where I was laying. But I had a mattress on the floor. Like, I had a bed, but I liked sleeping with my mattress on the floor. The fan somehow blew some toilet paper, and it must have got in my hair.
The snotty
toilet paper in my hair. And I didn't know. I woke up in the morning, I got ready for school, I walked to school, and everyone's like looking back at me and they're laughing at me because I'm not a tall guy. I've never been a really tall guy. I'm pretty average height. So all the people who are definitely taller than me are like, dude, what's in your hair? And I used to gel my hair too. So I was like, oh, it's just hair gel. It's just hair gel. Dude, I didn't know until I got home from school.
It was semen. You're not fooling me.
I was not able to make that yet. Dude, I was like so embarrassed to go back to school because when I looked at myself in the mirror, I could see like this stringy, long ass snot line up the top of my hair and shit. I think that's why I started like doing like buzz cuts so much and stuff. Like I used to buzz cut all the time when I was younger. I think it's just because I was like fucking booger haired or something like that.
It was always weird, them kids that would eat their boogers.
Oh yeah, man.
Like,
now I'm a man who eats my booger. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. Now I'm a man.
No, I was always the roll and flick. You roll them up and flick them out the window and shit. Yeah.
Oh, you know what's really gross? Those people that would like rub their boogers on walls.
Oh, I can't stand that, dude.
Like, why? Why would you do that?
Yeah, dude. I still see that in like bathroom stalls and stuff like that.
Fucking gross.
Yeah.
Just like people that write with poop and shit.
Yeah, man.
Fucking disgusting. Keep your bodily fluids contained, man.
Yeah,
no one wants that nasty shit.
Eat it like a real man.
All right. So I got another one for you. Unless you had something. Did you have something?
No, go ahead. I got more, but I'll let you go.
All right. I thought you were going to say something. So I don't remember where we were going or where we were coming from, but it was my mom, my dad, and me and my brothers that were sitting in the car, and I felt something coming. I'm like, dude, I think I got a fart. And I was like, I might be able to get away with this and blame it on one of my brothers and just be like, when they ask, who the fuck did that? And they start rolling down the windows. Like, I don't know. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. So I ended up lifting my leg just a little bit so it wasn't too loud. And I go to push, and it was not a fart.
Oh, my God.
It peaked. It kissed my underwear.
Dude, I hate when that happens, man.
And so I'm trying to sit on my side so I don't plop on the seat. And we made it home, and it was so bad.
You couldn't get in quick enough, could you?
No, dude. It stunk. It stunk so bad. Straight shit. It was no fart. It was poop.
I actually, I've had a couple events like that happen in my life. I told one on the last episode. This one was actually, I was in high school at the time. I'm pretty sure it was around like my sophomore, junior year. So you know me by then. I was like pretty, athletic, and I knew a lot of people, man. And
touched a lot of penises.
Yeah. So I'm standing at the bus stop with my brother. We're waiting for the city bus to pick us up. And I look over at him and I'm like, hey, bro. And he looks at me. I was like, what's up? And I fucking just let out this fart. But it sprayed, right? I didn't have no, there was no peeking, like the little, I pinched it or something like that. It was, wet as fuck.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, dude. And he's like, what? I was like, I shit. And he's like, okay, well, that's fucking nasty. What are you going to do about it? And I looked behind me, and there was this vine coming up, and it had, all these leaves off it. So I took that, and I shoved a couple leaves in the crack after I wiped, and I rode the bus. I rode the bus to school, because I knew if I didn't go to school, I would be grounded. So I rode the bus to school, and then when I got to school, it was the second pair of underwear I threw away our high school.
I did not hear about this.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I went through 2 pairs of underwear at our school and another one at a campground, but that's nor here nor there.
Have you ever been in a situation where you had to shit and you went to go shit and you didn't have toilet paper, so you had to improvise?
Yeah, so I told about that when I did the redneck bidet. Laying under the faucet of the bathtub and letting it just hose your butthole off. I've been there more times than I care for. I got lucky a few different times because like I had paper towels or napkins. There was one time that I was over at a gas station and they didn't have any toilet paper in the bathroom. So I pinched my cheeks together and I just hurried and ran and I bought some toilet paper and ran back to the bathroom. I don't know why I didn't just ask them for a roll of toilet paper, but I just like bought the toilet paper, ran back to the bathroom, and when I came out, the dude was just staring at me.
I've been through a couple pairs of socks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
wiping your ass or
wipe my ass with
okay.
a pair of socks when I'm out, outside and there's nowhere I can go. It's like a bear in the woods.
Yeah.
Nothing but poison ivy around. I'm not wiping my ass with that.
Dude, so I got one for you, man. This says nothing to do with pooping. So when I was younger, I was in high school. We were on our summer vacation. I was wanting to impress girls at this time. And my cousin went with me on vacation. We went down to Southern Illinois to visit my family. My grandparents specifically, they used to live out in the country. So your next neighbors, like if you're walking to your next neighbors, it's like a 3 to 5 minute walk. So, I mean, like you're not seeing each other.
Yeah.
So we're out there and we're getting ready to go to a water park. And my cousin's like, dude, you know what would impress girls? Is if we could swim really fast. I don't know why, but that's what we said. So we took my grandma's bottle of Nair while she was gone.
Oh my God.
And we started rubbing it on our legs. Well, for him, it worked good because he did it exactly how it said. He took like a damp cloth and wiped it off and stuff. Well, so I go to do it and he's like, oh, you don't need to use a damp cloth, man. Come on, we got to hurry and get out of here. And he takes the hose and sprays my legs. So now I have splotches of hair and baldness. So by the time my grandma comes home, I'm sitting in their living room on her chair, shaving my legs in a little bowl of water with one of her razors. And she's like, what are you doing? And I said, well, I want to be able to swim faster, so I was going to shave all my body hair off. And she's like, that's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. And then she goes in the bathroom, and she's like, what happened to all my Nair? You know, we had to tell her what happened, and she's just there cracking up. Well, long story short, we only ended up going to the water park for like 30 minutes because that's all the time that we had. So a little bit after that, it was a couple days later, same vacation. My cousin, my brother was also with us, and he was in the shower, and we both wanted to take a shower, man. We're like, come on, hurry up, dude, and we want to get in the shower too, you know. And it was like a really rainy ass day outside, so we were like,
just jumped in there with him.
yeah, dude. Okay, I got a story for that too. I'll tell you after this. So my cousin and I are like, fuck it, man. It's raining. We're out in the country. Let's just take a shower outside. So we go outside and we start taking a shower. Once again, my grandparents are gone. They went to the grocery store. So we're out there taking a shower and shit, and just 2 pasty-ass white boys out in the rain, and all of a sudden, we hear the horn honking, and my grandma, what the hell are you boys doing? You need to get your naked asses in the house, and we're running. We're running with these fucking bright white asses running back into the house.
That's funny.
And the shower one that you were that you just reminded me of, man. My younger brother, once again, he was in the shower. But in our old house, we had an upper shower, lower shower. Right? My cousin's like, I'm going to mess with him. And he gets like butt-ass naked, opens up the bathroom door, and jumps in the shower with my brother. Then all of a sudden, I see my younger brother run past, and he's running away from my cousin. They're around the same age, but... How
old were they? Were they teenagers?
I'd say like they were like 14, 15. And my brother goes running, and he's holding his junk, and it's his white ass. And he's like, "You motherfucker!" And he's cussing him out and shit. And then my cousin comes running, no hands covering anything, just running, popping around, chasing him back down to the basement. Dude,
Look at my 10-10!
Yeah, dude, that shit was hilarious, man. Oh my god,
That's funny.
let's hear something else from you.
Oh, there was a incident at a bowling alley.
Ooh, I like
Someone we went to high school with, and I went to middle school with them as well. Well, it wasn't at the bowling alley. It was loser has to streak home.
Ooh,
Yeah. Well, there was more than one loser. It was everyone who didn't take first place, basically.
oh my god.
So you weren't doing it alone.
And you won and volunteered anyways.
Yes, I did. I whipped out my balls and ran down. No, we all lost except for one person who was actually very good. I won't say their name, even though they're a winner.
Yeah.
We ended up losing. We get out front, and luckily, it's right behind the building. There's railroad tracks, and then you go down half a block, and his house is right there on the right. So it's right down on the downtown.
Yeah. So like a little 5-10 minute run.
Yeah. But, we were butt-ass naked. I was carrying my clothes in one hand and covering my dick in another hand, but my balls were showing. But it was, I don't know, the sun wasn't out, but it was still light enough
That you could see what was going on.
you could see. You could see everything.
That's awesome, man. So I got a story about, I used to do flips off of stuff, man. Just trying to show off and shit. I'd do like backflips, front flips. Well, there was one day I was trying to show off for actually the person I'm with now. And she was out there and stuff, and I'm trying to front flip on this trampoline and shit. I don't even know if she remembers this, but it was over the winter time, and I'd run and jump into the middle of the trampoline, front flip, and land on the ground off the trampoline. Dude, I went to do a front flip, and I don't know what happened, but I just started flailing, and I landed right on my back, right in all the snow and everything, man. It was super embarrassing. I couldn't barely breathe. I was in that.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking-
Knocked the wind out of you.
Yeah, so years later, thinking, you should have learned your lesson. Picnic table, man. I'm in the middle of a park. My brother does a backflip off a table. I'm like, watch this, dude. And I get up there to go do a backflip. I go upside down, and then I totally just forget to go the rest of the way, straight on my head and everything. Oh, yeah, it sucked.
I don't know if you remember this, but when we were in high school and we used to think we were cool and we would jump over the picnic tables.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about, but then we would turn them the long ways.
Yeah.
And jump the whole picnic table the long ways.
Yep.
We thought we were so fucking cool.
Yeah, we were like
fucking Air Jordan.
Coolest guy in school, man.
Graduating class of 56 people. Not that cool.
One of the girls that we went to high school with,
Well, there weren't many.
yeah, right. We were playing football, and I went to go mess with one of the guys, and I was throwing it, and I said, "Think fast!" And it was right after we were all going back inside.
Oh.
And I threw the ball way up in the air and shit, and it was coming down. And I was like, "Yeah, it's gonna land right on it. It's gonna land right in his arms. Perfect throw." Dude, she was walking like super slow right by him, and all of a sudden it came down and smacked her right on top of her head.
I remember that.
Oh, you were there.
I was there.
Yeah, dude, that was embarrassing. You
I was like, oh.
Dude, I remember you were playing with the softball. You were playing catch with a couple of people, and I was at the volleyball net with my brother at the time, my older brother, and I was just talking with him, and all of a sudden this softball comes down and lands on my head. I think you were the one who lobbed it through the air. You guys were like throwing it as high as you could.
Yeah.
Straight up.
That wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't
I know
you?
who it was,
Oh,
but it
yeah,
wasn't me.
dude, that about knocked me out, man. That was a heavy hit. I'll let you tell one, and then I got. God,
okay.
This one's
I do got one here. This actually happened fairly recently at my brother's house. So we were getting together for something. I don't remember what it was. It might have been a birthday, whatever. Started drinking, eating, and my brother he's a fan of hot sauce. really hot, as hot as you can get hot sauce.
Shit your pants hot sauce.
Basically. So that's kind of what this was leading into.
Yes.
I didn't shit my pants, but he put this on a toothpick, and I went to taste it. And as soon as it hit my tongue, I felt like I had to shit so bad.
That's crazy how that happens.
So, and he has one of these like airplane toilets, bro, like a power flusher from hell, where you can't clog it. So I'm in there for probably like 30 fucking minutes, and I have to shit. But it's like the fattest shit, and it won't come out of my asshole. Kind of shit. Like you're shitting a brick.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm in there pushing forever. And oh my God, dude. They've always said, don't worry, you'll never be able to clog that toilet. I was notorious for clogging toilets. Well, guess what? I clogged this fucking toilet.
No.
And they couldn't fucking believe it.
No way.
It's never happened
All
before.
it took was a fucking toothpick of hot sauce.
A toothpick of hot sauce, and you got the fucking shit brick.
Dude, I wonder what happens with your body where it's just like something uncomfortable happens. Your body's like, go.
Yeah.
Go now. You
Get
gotta
out.
poop like really bad.
Get out of here!
Yeah, dude, I try to learn my lesson every time I drink a cup of coffee. I'm just like, all right, maybe it'll be different this time. 3 sips later, I'm in the bathroom finishing the cup of coffee. Fucking
Coffee does something to you, man.
hell yeah. Yeah, it really does. And you know what? That that reminds me. So I actually had just started a new job. I was about 15 years old. I was working over at America's Action Territory.
Action
Yeah, Action Territory. Man, I was...
So, explain to them what an action territory is for people who don't have one.
Yeah, so Action Territory is a basically family fun park where you go and it's
like arcade games,
arcade,
go-karts,
mini golf, bumper car, bumper boats,
paintball.
Yeah, they have paintball. They have water balloon wars. They have batting cages. All kinds of cool stuff. It's just it's a cool place, and it's really not that expensive for everything that they have.
No, it's like a wristband for the day, isn't it, or something like that?
Yeah,
or,
it's like $20 for a
pay
wristband.
for certain things.
Yeah, so the wristband, I believe that covers like laser tag as much as you want in bumper cars or
Hand
something.
jobs.
No.
Oh, it doesn't cover. Oh, that's extra.
It's not that kind of family fun.
No.
Yeah, so I used to take the creatine, but I didn't take it right, you know? So, you're supposed to drink a lot of water with it and everything. Well, when I was there, I would just drink soda. And I found out when you mix creatine and soda, it's like a laxative.
Oh, God.
And, dude, I just started this job, man. Oh my God, I took some creatine and then I pounded like 3-4 sodas and stuff, and I was like, okay, that's not too bad. And then I go and take like the most unholy shit, dude. It was rough. And the whole time I'm in there, I'm like grunting and everything, and I come out and my trainer is like just standing there, just looking at me, dude. It was rough. My trainer's standing there and shit, and he's laughing at me, and then I got like a little joke name for a little bit and stuff like that, the poop break thing. But then I had another situation there, which I do not recommend this. You remember those monsters that are like the BFC, the big fucking can?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude. So I used to be so hooked on those. I was working a double shift there, and I was like, okay, I drank 2 of them, and I was working on the third one. So I'm standing there trying to run the ticket prize lounge area, and all of a sudden my coworker, she keeps looking over at me. She's like, James, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. She's like, dude, you look really pale. It's like, yeah, I know, I'm super white. And
I'm a ginger, okay?
Yeah. And she's like, no, like, you look like sickly pale. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And I go to move over. I go to move to go help these customers. And bro, next thing I know, everything goes black. And I'm like catching myself up against the counter and shit. I had so much of it, like so much caffeine, my body was like shutting down. It was insane. And what was embarrassing about it was that it happened.
Yourself.
No, it just happened in front of like so many fucking people.
Oh.
Like there was a long line waiting, and I'm sitting here just looking like just piece of shit, drinking all this Monster energy drink and about to pass out and everything. It was crazy. I guess not the most embarrassing thing that ever happened. It was just like super public. You got another one for us?
Yeah. So when I was a little kid, I couldn't handle spicy food. Now, dude, I love the hotter the better.
Ooh, no. Vice versa for me.
Oh, give me some fucking hot wings.
Yeah, when I was younger, all that spicy shit. Now that I'm older, like, give me one hot Cheeto and you just ruin my whole day.
Oh, dude, anything spicy I love. Indian food, you name it.
Damn.
Mexican food, give me
That
the hottest
curry.
sauce you got. Oh, man. So anyways, when I was little, I was probably like 9, maybe 10. And my dad, he had this jalapeno. He goes, I'll give you $5. You take a bite out of this and chew it and swallow it. I'm like, give me that. I thought I was cool because I never had one before. I was like, it's food, whatever. Take a bite out of this thing. I start chewing it, and my face. He said my face just changed a different color, and my eyes got real big, and I just started screaming, "Ah! Ah! I need some milk!" Well, I didn't have any fucking milk or bread or anything like that. And there were people that lived above us, and I'm running through the halls, pounding on their doors. You got any milk? Help! So
That's awesome.
I can't remember if my dad. I think my dad owes me $5.
Yeah, still to this day owes
To
me
this day.
$5. Mine, when I was a little kid, they convinced me I was about to eat an apple, and I was eating into an onion. That was a rough time.
Oh man,
Yeah. Dude, I feel like that's not nearly as bad as a jalapeno. Well, no, maybe it is. Because jalapeno, you could drink some milk, you could kind of get over it pretty quick. An onion lingers,
yeah,
like, a lot.
that was not me shitting on the
No,
floor.
because a fish just jumped, like, right by my head. I heard that clear as day. So, should I go on with the next category, or you? Well, the next story.
How many more you got? You think that you can think of?
So far I've been going down, trying to go down memory lane, and then when you say something, it sparks up
Okay.
stuff. So,
All right. I got another one. This is kind of embarrassing. You're going to tell this little story all across the internet. But, oh well, whatever. It is what the fuck it is. It's the manly banter. That's what it is. Mom, don't listen. So, I came home from school, and I ran home. You know, I was just trying to beat my brothers home. We did that a lot, where we all try to beat each other home.
Same here, man.
We're like 2 blocks away, so we just ran home. I was like, sweet, cool. I got here super early. I didn't have to go to my locker. I was like out of there. I was the first one out of the doors at the school.
Yeah.
That's how fast I was that day. And I get home and I'm like, oh, sweet. I got like 2 minutes. I'm sure I can rub one out before someone comes home. Well, I didn't hear someone walk in the door, and I'm up in the room, and they're like creeping up the stairs, trying to move real slow and quiet and try to sneak up on me. I was beating my meat like it owed me money. you know, 13, 14 years old, and you try to get it in as much as you possibly can. And I heard something, and he peeks his head around the corner, and he goes, "What you doing? Beating your meat?" And I'm like, "No, it's fixing my underwear."
Oh my god.
So yeah.
On the same topic, man, I was like a serial dry humper.
A lot of young children do that.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, like they don't know what they're doing, but
Yeah,
do
no. It was just that it felt good, I guess.
yes, it
but-
did.
Oh man, I remember.
You put a hole in that pillow, didn't you?
No, and this is the most embarrassing time I ever got caught, man. My grandpa,
Your grandpa.
Yeah, so I was young. I was like maybe I was like between 8 and 10. So I was like a young kid, you know. And growing up where I grew up, it was okay for a kid to cuss. So I want you to know that what was said was actually what was said. So I think I was watching like Sunday morning cartoons or some shit, and I was like humping the little love seat, and you could see right down the hallway, and I thought I was the only one awake. So I was humping that, and my grandpa comes around the corner to go to the bathroom, and then I noticed him, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He said, "Who the fuck are you doing?" Oh man, that was super embarrassing.
He said, "Quit playing with your dinghy."
Yeah. My mom said that she saw me one time before when I was younger humping a couch or something, and then she just rolled her eyes and just turned around and closed the door and went back to her room. Said, I ain't even gonna deal with this shit. Oh man. And it wasn't like one of those things where you see those kids where they like pull it out and stick it between the couch cushions or something like that. It was like, It was just,
who the fuck does
just dry. It was literally dry humping, like fucking clothes on and everything.
Fuck your couch.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
that shit was weird.
I got a story of this guy from high school who should have been embarrassed of this, and I don't know why the fuck he did this. He thought it was funny. But we were like on the wrestling team, and everyone, he's like, go take a shower, go hit the showers, whatever. Everyone he gets in the shower. Well, this motherfucker, he was an asshole, man. We'd be in the shower, and we'd look back, and he'd be pissing on somebody. On their feet or legs or whatever.
What a bitch.
And some of the like smaller people, he would walk up behind them and put his nuts on their leg. Yeah, what a fucking asshole, dude. Oh yeah, he got his. We were fighting in the shower when he tried to do that shit to me. I was fighting. It's like, nope.
You fought a naked man?
Yeah, naked man. I grabbed that fucking nut. No, I didn't grab his nuts.
Well, you were just wrestling him out in the shower?
And I was punching him.
Oh,
It
was a fist fight.
It was a fist fight at that
Okay.
point. Taking it down and yeah.
Taking what down? I was just kidding, bro.
Taking them down and holding them down.
So as far as like bullying in the locker room, I have one for you, man. I had this kid used to mess with me a lot when I was in school, and one day I was in the locker room. He was making fun of me because I had these Scooby-Doo boxers, like.
Those were cool, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I would want a pair right now.
I'm wearing them right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. They were like those boxer briefs that had Scooby on it and stuff, and he was making fun of me and stuff. I said something to him. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's something along the lines of fuck off, but with a more girly voice. And he had turned around and pretended to walk away. And after he pretended to walk away, he came up behind me and tried to put me in a chokehold. And when he went to go do that, we're both in our underwear, and he did that. I just like held his arms really tight, and I threw myself forward, like leaned forward, and he just like smacked his head into the lockers and shit. But I was just like, dude, I don't understand. Kids don't make sense with their bullying. Like, bullying sucks in general. I'm sorry for any of the noise that you guys are hearing. They're doing their river dance lessons.
The fucking dogs. I don't know what they're doing.
I think it's the dogs.
Bouncing a toy or something. I don't know.
They're going at it. Not like that. I mean, like playing.
No, they were going at it.
Oh, shit. You got another one for us?
Actually, we both got one for this one.
Okay.
It was a Halloween party we were at your place.
Oh, yeah.
And I think your mom set up a bunch of little like games and stuff for us
she
to
was
do.
really good at that.
And instead of bobbing for apples, it was bobbing for goldfish.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one of them, had them in my mouth, and it like pricked me. So I bit down and I swallowed.
Yeah.
And I felt that motherfucker squirm all the way down.
Dude, yeah. So
I never pooped them out that I know of.
yeah, that you know of. And I too swallowed a goldfish, and it was a complete accident, though yours was intentional.
Kind of, sort of. After it pricked me in the mouth, it's like I couldn't spit it out. It had to
Payback.
go one way, you know. You go backwards on scales and stuff. It don't feel too good.
Mine was when my head was under the water. So I started making like a little whirlpool with my head in the water, and then I tried to change the direction of the water and like stop and inhale with the water to get one of the goldfish. And right when I inhaled, it was like goldfish, probably some of the poopy fish water and shit, right in straight down my throat. Just
pink eye. You're getting pink eye instantly.
Yeah, dude, my mom got really creative with those. Like there was she did like Fear Factor inspired Halloween parties. Yeah. There was one where we were eating like dried crickets and shit, and then one with eating earthworms and drinking stuff as quick as possible. Yeah, it was good times, man.
The semen shots. No, I'm
what?
kidding. That was not a thing.
No. You kids think you get a win this time?
Try to stomach this one, see how thick it is.
Hell yeah.
It's like cottage cheese.
Oh,
clumpy,
man.
Clumpy.
That's all it is cottage cheese.
It's like the texture of tapioca pudding or something.
What's we're covering our embarrassing stories. What's something that's just like really maybe strange and uncomfortable that's happened to you? Like it could be like, even if it was like a little bit a scary situation that you've had where you were just like all around freaked out or just something out of the blue.
Are you asking me or everyone listening?
Both, yeah. Anyone listening, you want to share any of your stories, embarrassing, scary, uncomfortable, send us an email at themanlybanter@gmail.com or join our group on Facebook.
Twitter, Instagram. Everything.
Yeah.
We're broadening our spectrum a little bit. Soon we'll be doing YouTube videos of us doing our podcast. There is audio clips on YouTube Music.
Yep. YouTube Music.
The podcast itself. If you know someone who doesn't have these platforms, but they still want to listen to it and get a feel for what we're about, just share it. We got a couple more of these before we go, though.
Yeah. I was asking you about some of the like weird things that happened to you because I've had a couple of ones where I was like just genuinely like freaked out about a situation, and I've had ones where I like did some shit where I was messing with people really bad. But I'll give you the one where I was messing with people because that one's fun and I feel like it fits what we're doing right now. Back in the day, I had this friend that probably was not the best influence in my life. Same friend that almost cut my fingers off.
What?
So he was swinging around this dagger. Like him and his dad had like all these swords and axes and knives on the walls and stuff that they collected. And he had this really cool dagger, and he was swinging it around. He's like, "See how freaking heavy it is? It's like it's pretty cool, huh?" And I don't know why, to this day, I don't know why, but I went to go say something to him, and I reached my hand out. And right as I did, he was swinging down, and I still have a scar right across my two fingers right here.
Ouch.
Yeah. He went down to bone, and luckily his dad was a paramedic, so his dad, fixed me up. And I told my mom that it was like cut my fingers trying to cut an orange. She's like, "How the hell were you trying to cut the orange?" I said, I was trying to like swing the knife down and see if I could cut it in half.
Well, if she doesn't know by now, she's about to know.
Yeah, she knew. I came out about it. But this isn't even the story. So him and I wanted to prank people. So what we did was we got ketchup, and we pretended that it was blood, and we put it all over our face and stuff like that. And we would ride bikes and like smash into each other really hard and fall on the ground.
You're really asking to get hurt.
Yeah, dude. And we would be like laying there, and people will say, we've had people stop where it was like these women stopped, and they're like, "Hey, do you need a ride to the hospital?" And I'd be like, "My mom says I can't ride with strangers." And at this time, not everybody had cell phones, so I still was in that point. And they're like, "No, it's right down the street. We could just take you to the hospital. You're bleeding really bad." And I'm just like, "Gotcha." And we would pretend they were on a hidden camera show. When we had no camera, we'd be like, "There's a camera behind the bushes right there. You could see it on your local Channel 20, blah, blah, blah." And they would laugh and drive off. Well, this one specific story, my friend that I was with almost got our asses beat.
I got a story about that. Well, I thought I was.
Well, so we had this couple coming. They were walking. It was over in the rich part downtown by the Kemper Center.
Yeah.
Which we got to cover a story about the Kemper Center.
Yes.
Kemper Center's
we do.
really...
Paranormal.
Yeah.
Paranormal stories.
So, yeah, it was down by the Kemper Center area. This couple comes walking out. This guy is, like, yoked. Like, looked like he'd be juicing. He's walking out, and I'm like, hey, guys, please, my friend is hurt. And they're like, okay, where is he? And I start walking them over to the area where he is hiding in some bushes. And then he jumps out of the bushes and falls to the ground. And he's like, I got you. And the dude jumps back, like, further than the woman. The woman, like, covers her mouth with her hands. And the guy's like, oh, shit, and then he goes, you guys are fucked up. And he starts, like, walking up on us and stuff. And we said, fuck you. And then we run away,
Fuck you,
Yeah, dude, we were gone. And then we almost got caught by a cop. The same friend. This is how bad of an influence this friend was. I'm sorry. I'm going to let you get to one.
What an asshole.
This just happened in my head.
Is that a friend?
Yeah. We went behind a local Walgreens, and we would take, like, expired milk out of the dumpster.
Ugh.
And we would go to the top of that, like, 5-tier parking lot downtown by the bank.
Yeah.
Well, we'd go to the top of it, and then we would throw the milk down in the parking lot and stuff. Well, it just so happened there was a car right there when we went to go throw it down.
Oh, my God.
And we didn't hit the car spot on. Like, it didn't explode on the car. We threw the milks down. Specifically, he threw the milk down on the car, and it, like, bounced off the side and blew up. Well, all of a sudden, after it did that, the lights start flashing on that car because it was a cop. And that cop starts coming up, and as they came up the parking lot, we took our bikes and we threw them on the roof next to the parking lot. And then we started going down the stairs because the top floor door didn't lock right. So we started going down the stairs, and at each floor that he would go up, we would, like, sneak down another one. And then after he left, we sneaked back up the stairs, and we had to jump across this parking lot, get on one roof, and then take our bikes and go down this fire exit on the other roof and ride off. And then we were stopped, too, because the cop was like, that same officer, hey, did you see anyone running past here? Because he thought we were on foot. You see anyone running past here? We said, no. We didn't see anyone. And then we're riding away and everything. And, dude, the whole time that we're talking, my friend's leg is, like, soaked with the milk because one of the cartons was, like, open. But we didn't end up getting caught. We didn't get caught or anything of that nature, but it was just one of those moments where he could have just really got me in some big ass trouble because I was okay with us just throwing them and watching them explode. Like, that shit's kind of fun. But he was like, see that car right there? Throws it, boom, right off the side onto the ground, blows up. It's like fucking whoop whoop. Yeah, I'll let you go ahead now, man.
All right, so I got one from when I think it was like right in the middle of high school. I went to a friend's birthday party at his house, and I didn't know this at the time, but my parents and my uncle and some other people were here at the house, and all of a sudden I get a phone call on my phone. Well, it was my my cousin, and he goes, I didn't recognize him. I didn't have his number, nothing like that. And he goes, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, who the fuck is this? You're calling my goddamn phone. What do you want? Who is this? And we were just talking shit back and forth. And I was like, I'll whoop your fucking ass, this and that. He goes, well, tell me where you at. I said, you don't need to know where the fuck I'm at. You know what? Just pull up. Just come over here. We can, I was talking crazy shit. I don't remember what I said. But, turns out my dad and my mom were laughing because I don't think they've ever heard me swear before at that point. And I was talking shit, and I had no idea who I was talking to. Well, they knew where I was. I didn't know that they knew where I was. So it was in a car that I didn't recognize. A bunch of people jump out of the car, and the sun was kind of setting, and it was kind of set back. And the second I seen them get out of the car, and they said, where's he at? I took off running, dude. I jumped the fence, and they were all standing there like shocked, didn't know what the fuck to do. And then I'm running down the alley, and I call my dad. Dad, these motherfuckers are after me. They're trying to. They're right over here where I'm at. Come get me. And no, they were just fucking with me. They were fucking with me the whole time.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That is awesome.
And I got back to there, and I was fucking embarrassed.
Dude, so, you know the dirty Lincoln Lagoon.
Yeah.
Man, I knew this chick who she was like, she used to hang out with our group of friends and stuff. I never dated her or anything. She was just like a friend of the group. We used to go into the storm drain right there, right by the end of the park.
Yeah.
And we would go underneath in like all the sewers and like look around, but we wouldn't go like too far in. After it starts like splitting into two different tunnels, we're like, yeah, okay, you know, that's good enough. Well, we went to go in there one day, and man, I was dying laughing because this girl was like trying to shimmy across the wall. You had to do it a certain way, or you weren't going to be able to get in. You have to like shimmy with like fingertips and tips of your toes to get into this.
Yeah.
And she fell off and went in the water. And that's like a poop runoff, bro. And she, instead of her like being embarrassed about it, she starts swimming around in it.
Oh.
And we're like, oh god, that's bad. Yeah, that's what we thought too. So I'm fucking dying laughing, man. I'm talking all kinds of shit and stuff. And then I go to come out of the tunnel and everything. And as I'm coming out of the tunnel, my friend, I don't know what he took or whatever else. All I know is something wet and slimy touched my hand. And I went to go throw my hand back, but I was already halfway out the tunnel. And when I did, I was in the water, dude. Oh. Like, I went right into the poo-poo water, man. That was terrible. And I wasn't, like I said, you know, there was nothing there, so it wasn't like an embarrassing story with the girl or anything like that. It was just one of those, like, oh, man, I just fell in shit water. And it was like a brand new outfit, too, like those Joe Boxer jeans where it looked kind of like the Jenko stuff.
The 90s Jenko jeans.
Yeah, and I thought I was like the coolest freaking kid and stuff. And man, I got home with just like this poopy, shitty smelling clothes. It was awful, man. A hot, sunny day.
Just a reminder, if anyone has any embarrassing stories they want to hear on the podcast or just feel like telling us, go ahead, email us at themanlybanter@gmail.com.
Actually, you know what? I will tell one. This was actually my dad's. There was a local radio station around here that used to do Meathead of the Week. So the way it worked is you would do something so absolutely clumsy that you would be qualified for Meathead of the Week. Well, he had just started working for a company as a truck driver. He drives semis. As he was driving, a bee came in to the cab, and I believe it landed on his leg or something of that nature. He was trying to get the bee off of him, and rode right into a guardrail with the semi. And needless to say, we ended up with like $150 of meat in our freezer, but it was a pretty funny mishap that happened. You're welcome for me telling it, Dad. Yeah, I may have left out some minor details in there that I just didn't remember completely from the story. If I did, I'll refresh that later.
So I got one more for you.
All right.
We were staying over by my grandpa's house, and we would always like ride our bikes or rollerblade or go play in the park. Well, we only had one of the bikes out for some reason, so I was sitting on the seat, and my brother was standing up pedaling. It didn't have pegs. It was an old 10-speed, one of those 10-speed bikes. So we're going, and the seat swivels back. Like it wasn't like locked, so it tips backwards, and I slide off. It's a taller bike, and I'm just a little kid. Well, my nutsack scraped that back seat, and you can hear it. Oh, man. I was on the ground for a minute, and then I reach in, and I felt something wet. And I was like, no. I ran home, I ran to the bathroom, and I had a bloody sack.
No shit.
Yeah, that was bad.
So is that what made you only have one testicle now?
They're both gone. One's lodged in my body somewhere. I don't know.
You know, I've had a bike mishap before as well. I've had a few actually. I think anyone who's been younger has had that. We tried to fit. So we had the front and back pegs on a little bike. We just got done swimming at our friend's house. We went to go ride back over to our house. So I believe it was me pedaling, my cousin on my back, the same cousin that chased my brother through the house naked. He was behind me, and then my younger brother was in front of me. And we're riding this bike, and one of their towels slipped off and got wedged in the back tire. And it emergency braked us, and we all pancaked like a big face dive into the pavement and everything, shirtless, just in our freaking swim trunks, just flopped on the ground. Dude, that
Your
shit
balls
sucked.
fell out, flopped on the ground.
No,
so
man.
was it like nuts to butts falling, like one on top of each other?
Oh yeah, it was like nuts to butts, man.
Fantastic.
Yeah, dude. As far as like sack tap type stories, I don't really have much of that, but we'll tell more stories later and reminisce more later.
Yeah.
I feel like this episode went on pretty good.
Yeah, it was long enough. Give you guys enough to listen to while you're bored in your lives, working or whatever you do, whatever. Anything else for them?
No, just share your stories with us, and any ones that you want us to tell for you, we'd be happy to tell. We'll give you a shout out if you want it. If you don't ask for a shout out, we won't say any names or anything of that nature. So just send that to themanlybanter@gmail.com.
Yep. YouTube channel, all social media accounts. Episodes will be posted soon. I think we're planning on doing
starting to do it daily.
Yeah.
Daily
every other
episode
day,
relays.
maybe.
Yeah. Something of that nature.
So, yeah. It'll be every day or every other day.
We're still working on it.
Yeah, still working on it, but it's going to be consistent, whatever we do. All right, so I guess that's all, and we'll see you guys later. Stay sexy, you sexy motherfuckers.